Father Hermes, Mr. Shikatano, members of the Jesuit High School administration, faculty and staff, parents, friends, and fellow graduates. When I was told that I would be speaking tonight, my first instinct was to search through my head for a cliche phrase. I could remind you that you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, warn you to never put all your eggs in one basket, or extol the importance of living, laughing, and loving. Scrolling through this endless list of phrases in my mind, one finally jumped out at me. My life is a movie. It's a short phrase, one that I've heard on various occasions from various people. In my experience, it's become very popular to compare your life to a movie. This particular aphorism jumped out at me for one specific reason. I can't stand it. And tonight, if you'll allow it, I'd like to explain in the next 2 minutes why this phrase annoys me so much. People that go around saying that their life is a movie don't mean anything bad by it. Usually, they just want to call to attention the ridiculousness or aesthetic pleasant nature of a situation from their own experience, and that's fine. But if you actually compare your life to a movie, it's not hard to become discouraged. Life is harder than a movie. Not to say that all our favorite movie heroes don't have their own struggles and tragedies, they certainly do, but reality is of a different nature. The struggles of the protagonist in a movie are intentionally moving, exciting, and well-defined. Take the classic Rocky versus Drago. There's the immense pain and struggle felt by Rocky, followed by a vigorous training montage in the remote mountains of the USSR, a few stirring conversations, and the eventual redeeming triumph of Rocky over the superhuman Drago in one emotional boxing match. Cut to the credits. But the problem with comparing your life to Rocky's is that there is no training montage, no fanfare-filled singular redemptive triumph, no cut to the credits. Life takes more than a series of stirring clips with an inspirational soundtrack. What happens when you put in all the work for one big push, one big training montage, and it isn't enough? You have to go back day after day, week after week, year after year, intentionally putting effort and passion into your life. After the big win, there is no cut to the credits. There's the next task, the next challenge, requiring your attention and effort. If you go into any endeavor with the mindset that your life is a movie, only one training montage away from success, you'll be primed for disappointment when you discover that your one push isn't enough, and you have to keep getting back up on your feet to make it through to your goal. Now, so far, what I've said might seem like I've adopted a rather pessimistic view of life as it relates to movies. And if you want your life to be a movie, then maybe what I've said has left you feeling a bit deflated. And that is what I really hate about the phrase, my life is a movie. It makes it seem like your life should be a movie, like you should expect it to be. But in fact, no movie could ever compare to the expanse of potential and goodness that life truly holds. If you drop the expectation that your life ought to be the plot of a blockbuster movie, you might look around and realize that there is beauty and joy and love and every other human grace hidden in some of the most mundane and decidedly un-movie-like places. If you stop expecting to find happiness only in exotic lands and James Bond adventures, you might allow yourself to discover it on a 20-minute lunch break, inside a classroom laughing with friends, or in a simple conversation with a stranger. All the extra and glorious work with no one else watching, all of the unseen and unshared emotion, all the gritty realities are worth it if you allow yourself to live without expecting to find a Hollywood set with perfect lighting and an around-the-clock makeup team. Life is so much harder, but also so much bigger than a movie. If there's one thing that I've learned at Jesuit, it's that there's amazing opportunity around you if you are willing to experience it. Not in the form of movie magic scenes and red carpets, but in the everyday settings and the people around you. To all of those who helped me on my journey to spend the last 4 years at Jesuit, thank you for your time, for your support, and for your belief in me, even when I didn't believe in myself. I truly believe that through all of our interactions with the Jesuit community, whether or not they look like movie scenes, my Jesuit brothers and I have been shaped and transformed into men who are ready to face the world in all of its difficult, gritty, beautiful reality. My life is not a movie, but it is a story, and I'm glad that you are all a part of my story. Thank you.